time for you to enjoy updates in the world of sport. Yes, my name is David Ojo. I'm not the only one in the studio today that I'll be doing sport together. I have with me Ben Obi that will be doing it together this wonderful Wednesday morning. I'll be talking so much about football this time around because a lot is still happening in the world of football. Yes, a lot is happening today. Yes, we are still, trying to make things happen and see how it goes, especially the match between Nigeria, the Flying Eagles of Nigeria and Argentina. We are still looking how we can beam that match live for you to enjoy. But we're still on it. If we end up doing it, we'll let you know in the course of most of our bulletins on OSBC TV. Yes, like I said, it's AM Sport and it's time for you to enjoy the best in the world of sport. Yes, like I told you the other time, I'm not alone in the studio. I have with me Ben Obi that will be doing it together. He's my analyst today and he'll be telling us some of the things that he thought Nigeria and other things that we'll talk about should be in the studio. All right, Ben, it's nice having you on AM Sport this morning.
Good morning. Good morning, viewers.
Greeting us and I'm greeting you as well. That good morning, and it's time for you to enjoy the world of sport this morning. Yes, let's start with what happened yesterday. Let's go with the Under-20 World Cup because that is what is really on top of the game, if I had to put it that way at the moment. Yes, two games were played yesterday, USA versus New Zealand, and the USA are just too hot to handle when it comes to these Under-20 World Cup. They're already in the quarterfinals, beating New Zealand 4-0. Yes, the US impressive showing at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Argentina continue with utterly dominating the game between him and New Zealand, and in the first last 16 matches of the tournament. I must tell you that this guy talking about Owen Wolf opened the scoring with a right-footed at the 25th 25 yards out of the flank, and the New Zealand goalkeeper talking about Kim Zim could not save that ball. So it's a good one for US Under-20 teams. At the moment they trash New Zealand 4-0. Ben, looking at that game yesterday, 4-0 against New Zealand from US. US are showing character, they're showing the zeal, they're showing that yes, they are not here just to mess things up, but here to claim the title.
Yeah, USA, the team, normally their teams are very strong. Yeah, both the senior team and the Under-20. I don't know, these people are the type of people that they are fast, they have the full agility, like they have the force of going forward and returning. Like their counter attack is just impossible, almost impossible to defend and something like that. So the scores is not what I'm actually surprised about. Yeah.
All right, just like Ben said, the scores, I'm not surprised, but I never expected that it would get to that point that to be 4-0, because anybody that entered the round of 16 is a potential.
It's actually a strong team.
Oh yeah, a strong team and a potential winner of the cup. All right, still talking about that game. The US team will face the winners of Gambia and Uruguay in the quarterfinals on Sunday at the Santiago del Estero Stadium. So that is how that one will be. We're praying for Gambia to scale out from Uruguay and see, at least we'll see, apart from Nigeria, that we are all rooting for this time around, that we'll get to the quarterfinals. Let's see what Gambia and Tunisia as well will do. So we'll see who will definitely play with this Under-20 US team. And also yesterday, Uzbekistan and Israel played their own round of 16 game, and it was Israel that peeped Uzbekistan 1-0, and that was how that game ended. But looking at Israel is not a football team, not a football nation, but I think they're doing well when it comes to football now.
Yeah, actually they are trying. You know, one thing with football is that every nation wants to give their best. So as far as football is a game of 11-11, you can't just underrate any team, despite they are not a football nation. But that doesn't mean that you just underrate them, because once you underrate them, they can shock you. Yeah.
And that's what Israel is doing against Uzbekistan. They actually shock the whole world, shock Uzbekistan, and leading by a lone goal, and they're already in the quarterfinals as well. All right, let's talk about the game that will be played today, which, like I said, Nigeria Flying Eagles is involved. A lot of things has been said about this Flying Eagles team game and against the host nation Argentina. Even the Senegal coach talking about Coach Duff is saying that there's nothing so spectacular about these Argentine boys, and that if the Nigerian team, talking about Flying Eagles, have their hearts right, they can win that match. But Ben, let's look at this match. Everybody keeps giving, bringing that hope high against the Flying Eagles, but playing against the host nation, playing against the crowd.
Actually, I'll go against the Senegalese coach.
All right.
Because he's more like he's writing Argentina off. There's nothing spectacular about them, and that is what definitely I won't agree about. If you check their last 3 matches, the only match they scored by 1 goal difference was against Uzbekistan, alright.
Yeah, Uzbekistan.
Yeah, something like that. That is the only match they scored with a single goal difference. And as for the remaining matches against Guatemala, they scored 3-0 down. Against New Zealand, 5-0. Yeah, without.
Yeah, so talking about the game between the Flying Eagles of Nigeria and Argentina, like I told Ben when we were discussing before we just went for a short break, we were talking about coach of Senegal saying that although the Senegalese are out of the competition at the moment, well, Coach Duff is saying that the Flying Eagles have all it takes, to defeat the host nation, talking about Argentine on the 20 team. But you're saying that you disagree with the Senegalese coach.
I totally disagree with it, because actually football is a game of 50-50, but that doesn't mean that you should write any team off. This team is a team, the team he's writing off is a team that scored 5-0 against New Zealand, 3-0 against Guatemala, and without conceding. Imagine a team that will score 5-0.
10 goals, just conceded one.
Just conceded one in their last 3 games. 10 goals, conceding one, and you're writing them off. Actually, definitely we are rooting for Nigeria, but that doesn't mean that you should write the host nation. You should just write off the host nation or something like that. So the Flying Eagles should go into that match, know that they are playing a team that is very strong, because if they go into the game with the mindset that we will just win this match and they should just play it casual, I don't think that match should just be friendly with them.
All right, let's look at this. You play football. I know you play football very well. And when you play away from home, how do you feel? Because this is the kind of feeling the Flying Eagles will feel today, whether they like it or not. They're playing against host nation. Well, the host nation supported us against Brazil, but at the end of the day, Brazil won that game 2-0. But now we're playing against the host nation. You've been a footballer before. You're still playing, if I still recall. How do you feel looking at what will happen today?
The thing here is this: when you are playing home, you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It's more like you know the four corners of the pitch. The fans are rooting for you and all that because it's actually your home. But when you are playing away, actually it's not the same feeling.
Oh yeah.
Except you have that self-control, the self-determination. Like you don't listen to what people say, because only the chants of the away fans can even put you under pressure. So playing home and away is actually not the same thing. Yeah.
So looking at this game, we just want to analyze this game on this show before looking at this game. You said it could be very serious,
very tense.
Yeah. Playing against host nation. Don't you think that the host nation too will be tensed up? Looking at they're playing against one of the greatest in Africa.
Actually, there will be, but one thing with football is that they'll be more comfortable than the Nigerian team, because one, they are coming to them. You understand what I'm saying? They are coming to them, and again with this mindset that they are the one hosting the World Cup, and they need to give better. They need to do more.
Oh yeah.
They need to do more. So they wouldn't want to disappoint. Actually, we are rooting for Nigeria, but that doesn't mean that the percentage here, let's be sincere and tell ourselves the fact.
Looking at our goals,
yes,
the goals we score, the goals the Argentines score.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's be sincere with ourselves. Let's be frank. Checking the percentage, I think they have upper hand, if not 65 to 70% entering that game. So they have upper hand. But still yet, I believe that the Nigerian team can just do something if they are well coordinated. Because one thing with football, a single mistake can cost the game. Just
like we had in the Olympics against the Brazil, when the likes of Bebeto were removed from the game, and at the end of the day, we won that game 3-3.
That is it.
And that
just
was it.
A single mistake can just, maybe a mistake from the defender, a mistake from a substitution or so, an own goal or anything. So let's just go into that game with all full concentration.
Just like Ben said, we just need to go to that game with full concentration. The psyche of the boys have to be very high, and the coach itself just have to let them know that they can do it when it comes to playing against these South American teams, especially against Argentina.
And and one thing with South American teams, they are always good when it comes to football. You check the likes of the Brazilians, the Argentines,
even the Uruguay.
Yeah, the Uruguay. Like, I don't know, it's more like they were giving bets with football or something like that. So whenever we are playing, like you say, you can see what the Brazilians did too. These people are just good at football. So I'm still wondering why the Senegalese coach would just write them off or something like that. I don't think so.
Well, he's not really writing them off, but he's saying that he's trying to psych the Flying Eagles boys up and telling them that they can do Africa proud, and there is nothing stopping them from winning tonight's game against the young Argentines. And we hope that, well, I'm always positive when it comes to issues like this. I'm a Nigerian any day.
Definitely.
And when it comes to football like this, I always support Nigeria, and I'm always rooting for the Flying Eagles. And I hope the Laden Bozo boys would do Nigerian proud, and surpass the Argentine and move to the quarterfinals and see how it goes. But it's a tough decision, it's a tough game, no doubt about it. But there's nothing impossible. Just like Ben said, in football, your 2 + 2 can never be 4. It could be 3, it could be just 22. So that's football for you. So let's see how that match will go tonight. That match is coming up 11 p.m. Nigerian time. So that is how it's going to be. So I don't know. We'll see how we'll have that game, Nigeria Argentina. But that's not the only game that will be coming up tonight. Yes, we have. One thing I was just looking at the pairing. It's just like the South American teams are just being given the African teams to play with. Now, see, Brazil, they're going to play with Tunisia. And that's today's game anyway. And they're playing around 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time. While Argentina will play against Nigeria.
Yeah.
No,
Nigeria.
I'm just talking about
Yeah.
And Uruguay is going to play against Tunisia. So it's all the South American teams playing against the African teams this time around, and it will be, to some extent, Ben, it's going to be a slap on our face if at the end of the day no African team qualified for the quarterfinal.
No, I don't think. At least there will definitely be one. At least. So.
All right, just like Ben said, at least one out of the three will go through.
We hope it will definitely be Nigeria. from there.
Now you're speaking my mind. Now you're speaking my mind. So it's going to be Nigeria against Argentina, 11 p.m. Nigerian time, and we hope that Nigeria will scale through. I'll keep video. I'll definitely keep video for that game and see how this Flying Eagles would do Nigerian proud. Just like I said, Brazil will trade tackle with Tunisia by 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Well, Colombia and Slovakia will also lock horns with each other at that same time, 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time. And just like I said, our own match is coming up 11 p.m. and the other game. This game is going to be interesting, Ben. England versus Italy. It's another game that we need to really watch. I think it's going to be a very interesting game, no doubt about it. You recall what the Italians, the young Azuris, did to the Brazilians. You know, first half 3 goals, and before you know it,
they equalized and added. So the thing here is this. Definitely, I'm giving the Italian team an upper hand or something like that, because if you check their last matches, they did well. The only match they conceded between their last 3 matches was against Brazil, and the remaining against Nigeria, they won 2-0 against Nigeria. Against Dominican Republic, they won 3-0. Okay. And if you check the last matches against England, they were just winning by a goal difference, which were likely, will I say, as in they were just lucky. I will put it that way, because according to Mourinho, a goal difference is a lock.
Oh yeah.
Yes, a goal difference is a lock. So I would say they were lucky.
Well, a goal difference can give you the cup.
Yes, definitely. That is why it's still called a lock. So the thing here is, I'm giving the Italian boys the upper hand in this match.
All right, just like Ben said, it's giving the Italians the upper hand, and but I must tell you, the English teams, talking about the young Three Lions, are also very, very good in this competition, and they're doing a great job at the moment. Like I said the other time, it was not Tunisia, it is Gambia that I wanted to say. So it's Gambia against Uruguay. They'll be playing. That will come up on Thursday, and it's going to be an interesting one. It will come up by 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time, and the last game will be Ecuador, South Korea. So Ecuador, South Korea, that's another game to watch. Ecuador too has been spectacular in this competition, and we hope that they do well when they play their game. But our own concern at the moment is the African teams qualifying, and probably Nigerian teams are also qualifying. So we hope that our own team will qualify. All right, we just decided to go through the other 20 games and the result that we had yesterday, and we're coming back to today again. And you know, today is the Europa finals between Sevilla and Roma. And I was having a gist with a friend yesterday, and we were talking about this game, talking about Sevilla and Roma, and he said there's something about Jose Mourinho that when Jose Mourinho gets to the final, he will do everything humanly possible to clinch the cup.
Personally, my favorite manager is Jose Mourinho, because the man is a type of person that whenever he plays, he does a lots of errors, and but when it comes to important matches, he's very tactical. I don't know how he does it, but according to him, he said that the worst club he has coached is against Tottenham. And if you check his history, a person carrying Champions League with Porto. And if you check the type of players Porto had then,
nobody expected
yes,
to come up.
With Porto, carried Champions League with a club like
Chelsea,
with a club like Inter.
With Chelsea,
we carried with as in, if you just the man is magnificent actually.
You know, now, last season with Roma, with conference.
So that is the last time Roma carried saw a trophy was in 1997. That is, if I'm not wrong, 1997. Yeah, that was the last time. And if you watch that match, people were like, it's just conference league, and but they don't know what Mourinho did to that team, because
that was the maiden edition anyway. The conference league, and he won it. Now it's coming to Europa, and everybody is saying that
himself is his favorite trophy because he has won the Champions League, he has won the Premier League, he has won. But the thing here is this: why is that thing his favorite trophy? Because of what he did for the club, and because of the type of players, the caliber of players, just average play. I don't think they have a player that will say this person is. They just have average players. Now the Sevilla team, they are good.
Oh yeah.
If you see what they play,
they call the favorite of the Europa.
If you see what I watched the match against Juventus, the home and away, I was like, God. I was expecting Juventus to come out flying in that match, in that qualification, but the Sevilla they were just outstanding. Now in this game, the only thing now making people now to think that Roma might carry that cup is because of the manager, not because of the players.
All right.
So the Sevilla team, they are just outstanding. But that match, I don't think it will be difficult. It will be very easy for Sevilla at all.
All right, that match will come up tonight, and it's going to be an Europa final, a great one. It is called the Clash of the Titans between Sevilla and Roma. And quickly, before we go finally, let's just quickly tell you that there are some transfer gist we hope we can just run through before we go on the show. Lemma is trying to move away from PSG and probably comes to Manchester United. See, Ronaldo too is trying to move away from the Saudi Arabian club and see what will happen. And also, Lionel Messi. A lot of people are saying that he wants to come back to the Catalan Giants, talking about Barcelona. And everything is rumor at this time around. And we hope that whatever happens, we'll see a very good game. We have loads and loads to talk about this morning, but time is not our friend. We just have to go on AM Sport this morning. Join me in the evening when I come with Sport Fire, and I'll give you more of this. My name is David Ojo. I want to say big thank you to Ben for being part of the show today.
Thank you very much.
All right, see you some other time. I'm back for now.